Hey, Tanner James, DJ TJ. This is the Peak Period podcast. We are on episode 33. 33 weeks we've been doing this, and I want to do 33 more. I want you to go check out the other podcasts if you haven't. There are seriously some really, really good podcasts out there, and this one's going to be a good one because it's important. It's something you need to do, but definitely go check out those other podcasts when we're done. We have just some really, really good ones. DJ websites. What happens if you get sick? We found someone cheaper. What do you say when they say that? Your appearance as a DJ. Clients and social media. How to blow up your business. Is it time to go full time? Look, we have a ton of podcasts and videos on YouTube and Facebook and all that good stuff. So definitely go check those out after this podcast is done. Hopefully you've had a good week. Hopefully you've booked some gigs. And what I want to talk about is working with other DJs, connecting with other DJs, kind of networking in a sense, because it's really, really important for you as a business owner now to start connecting with other DJs. And what I'm going to do in this podcast is I'm going to tell you about what to do, how to do it, when to do it, maybe when not to do it, when's not a good idea, all that kind of stuff. So maybe you have a weekend off and let me go back. Networking and connecting with DJs is important because you need to, seriously, you will get work just by being friends with DJs because because one DJ will be sick or unavailable or he's already booked that day and he'll pass it to you and then you just get a gig just for being friends with him. So it's completely worth it, right? All you got to do is be cool with him and they'll pass you work. And the better friends you are with somebody, the better it gets. Okay. Not only that, what if a piece of gear that you have, what if it goes down? I mean, you're at an event, everything's all good, and then it breaks. If you can have a DJ, they can be like, hey, dude, like, I really need this cable. I really need a microphone. Whatever it is, that's priceless. Like that kind of thing, like to have that relationship, amazing. So that's important as well. And also, maybe your buddy gets a few speakers and you're interested in buying them, or he gets a new mixer and you're interested in getting that mixer as well. It's really nice to have somebody that you can go say, hey, can I come try it out? Can I just come over to your apartment or house and try it out? Because like, I'm thinking about getting it, but I don't really know, like, is it possible and if they're cool, they'll let you. So that is why it's really important to have connections in the DJ industry, let alone idea share. Maybe you have an idea about something, you can pass it to the other DJ. They'll come back and say, I think this is good, do this, or, I don't think that's a good idea. You should do this instead, whatever it is. All that kind of stuff, really, really important. And as well as mixes, maybe you make a mix, you send it to a DJ and he'll critique it and tell you what he thinks and then send it back. And that can be invaluable to you. So it is important to work with other DJs. I think some newbie DJs, they get into the whole industry and they want to be so cool and they don't want to make any friendships because they're going to do it on their own, or they think that they don't need anybody else. And, that's just a very bad look at this whole thing. So you definitely, it's crucial that you do connect with DJs because they will save your life. So how do you start connecting with DJs? We live kind of in a different day and age now with the internet, and we can connect via internet. But I think one of the best ways is just at an event. And maybe you're at an event. It doesn't matter what kind of event it is. It could be a club, it could be a fundraiser, it could be a wedding, it could be a whatever event that you're at. Connect with the DJ, and maybe it's a DJ who has out of date gear or whatever. But anytime I go to an event, I connect with the DJ, and I don't do it in the corny way that if you've been a DJ for any length of time, you've had somebody come up to you and talk about, oh yeah, I'm a DJ, I do this, and you're kind of like, no, you're not, like, and you're like, no, you're no, like, and it rubs you the wrong way because they come off like that, or oh yeah, I was a DJ back in the day, whatever. I wouldn't say that. I would go up and start the conversation with the DJ. Hey, what's going on? How long have you been DJing? Have you DJed this event before? If it's a recurring event, an event that goes over and over again. um, how'd you get this? What kind of speakers are those? What kind of gear is that? How'd they hear about you? How long have you been DJing here? Whatever it is, you want to start a conversation, or just kind of say, hey, can I just watch in on you? And maybe they'll be like, oh yeah, sure, and then you kind of watch, and then you can ask a question that the answer to, because you're a DJ, but it'll start the conversation, and then it'll kind of go from there. And seriously, like 90% of the time, I would say I'm more advanced than the DJ that I'm connecting with, but it's the connection, because that DJ will then say, oh yeah, you DJ? Oh, that's cool. Where? And then you can kind of go from there and show your experience to the DJ about how you are, much more advanced than you let on at the very beginning. But that's important. You want to connect with them. And I think as long as you don't come on too strong, and you don't come on as cocky as like, oh yeah, I'm the best DJ, or whatever, I think you will have great success, because I have, and so I go and I connect and I say, oh yeah, how long have you been DJing? Oh, that's cool. And what kind of gear is that? Oh wow, that's a whatever, right? And then by that point, he'll know that you're a DJ, or she will know that you're a DJ, and then you can kind of connect. If it's in a loud club, it's going to be a little bit harder, but I still think you should make the connection. Just say, oh hey, I'm a wedding DJ around the area. Love to connect with you sometime. Go, grab lunch, hang out. We can practice together. Whatever, that kind of thing. Making that connection is important. So that's going to be kind of my first thing at an event. You connect with them, you approach them, be nice, be friendly. Don't come off as you know more than them. Don't be arrogant. Don't be rude. Don't be, oh, why'd you play that song? This song would have been better. I would even hesitate to give song suggestions, because the DJ didn't ask for it, right? Unless the DJ asks, hey, what song do you think? I wouldn't, because you're pushing it there. So yeah, I think that is a great way to connect. Another way is to reach out, and you can reach out a few ways. With social media now, it's pretty easy to send a message, to comment on something. And I'll tell you about a story that that happened to me. So I was in the Bay, probably about a year or two ago. I was in the Bay and I was doing an event. Well, I was driving home, because the Bay is about an hour and a half, 2 hours away. I'm driving home and I'm listening to the radio station there in San Francisco, and the DJ on there, you know how they have like mix shows like on Friday and Saturday nights? Okay, the DJ was absolutely amazing. I mean, I'm a DJ and I'm advanced, and this DJ was phenomenal. And I was like, dude, he is killing it. And I don't know if it was a real mix, or I don't know if he I don't know if it was a live mix or if he mixed it on Ableton, but it was great. It doesn't matter. It was amazing. And so I ended up getting his name, and then probably the next day I ended up going on Instagram and I followed him, and then I left a comment on his picture, and I guess just a recent picture, or maybe it was his schedule that said when he was going to be when that mix was going to go on there. And I said, dude, listen to your mix, absolutely amazing, killed it, like I loved it. Well, he ended up responding and saying, oh, thanks, whatever. He DM'd me, he followed me back, he DM'd me and said, hey dude, thanks for the support. I see you're in Sacramento. Are you going to be in town on Friday? I'm like, oh, I work on Friday. He's like, what about Saturday? I'm like, yeah, I work on Saturday. He's like, what about Sunday? I'm like, yeah, I work on Saturday or Sunday. But he then reached out and tried to connect. So I connected in the first place, but then he came back and said, hey, let's meet up. Right. And it didn't work out, but now we have this connection. So now we comment on each other's pictures every once in a while, but now we have a connection. So if I ever need to go to the Bay and I need something from him, dude, I mean, he's cool with me now, right? Now we may not be best friends, but now we have a relationship, and now I have somebody there, and that's much better than what I had before. So sometimes it's just reaching out via Instagram comment, reaching out via Facebook comment, Facebook post, whatever. Making that connection is important. There was another one on my record pool. I'm on Club Killers, and there was a remix from a guy, and it was in the section where people can upload their own music. Okay, I found it and I was like, oh my goodness. It was amazing. It was his own remix. It wasn't a bootleg. It was his own remix. And I was like, okay, dude, like this guy is good. And so I ended up doing the exact same thing. I went to his Instagram, went to his picture where he posted about it, and then ended up saying, dude, listen to your remix. Absolutely amazing. Loved it. You have a fan here. Well, you know, if you go to my profile and you scroll through a little bit, you see that I'm actually an active DJ. I'm not like, you know, somebody who just like talks about wanting to be a DJ. I actually am. So he reaches back out, says, hey, let me send you all my music, and you know, all my DJ friendly music, and really, really appreciate the support, you know, and that kind of thing. And that is so nice. So, you know, making a connection is so important. Now I have a connection there. So now if I have a question about Ableton, maybe I'll jump to him because he knows what he's doing. So that is important. And then, yeah, sometimes just DMing is helpful too. You can just DM, hey, I saw you did this, whatever. Hey, I saw you did. Now the one thing that I want to say is you don't want to get too, like, you don't want to be too far out there, because if you are too far out there and you push a little too hard, they may get sketched out. They may get a little scared. They may think you're trying to take their work and you're just trying to make a relationship, but you don't want that. And that's where it gets tricky. So you definitely want to make sure that everything is all cool, but you don't want to make it seem like you're trying to take their work. So if you say, hey, how long have you been DJing here? How'd you get this gig? Who'd you work with? They really may be like, oh, right? So you want to be friendly, keep it cool, and that's not your goal, right? So you don't want it to come across that way. So connecting at events, reaching out via DM, and then I think a good one is, you know, once you have a semi-relationship, say, hey, if you ever want to come practice, let me know. We can come spin. We can practice. And that's really helpful too. You know, it creates that bonding moment. Now you have a relationship. If you don't want to go get lunch, you can practice together, and that is cool because now you have an in-person relationship, and that's pretty cool. Now, if somebody reaches out to you, because it will happen, what you want to do is you want to be friendly, you want to be cool, you want to be happy, you want to support them. Hey, look, I'd love to help you out. Hey, yeah, let's hang out. Hey, yeah, why don't you come out to whatever? So when I told you the story about the guy from the Bay, he was coming to Sacramento the next weekend, and he said, hey, you know, are you going to be at this club? And I said, oh, no, you know, I'm not. I'm working somewhere else. And he said, oh, okay, what about this one? I said, no, I can't. He's trying to make the connection because he wants people to come out and see him. He wants people to come out and drop in on him and say, what's up? Create the relationship, shake their hand, you know, and make that connection. So it is important for you to do this. And I think at first I almost thought that it wasn't important. Oh no, you don't need it. But it is important because they will give you work, and maybe they don't want this event. Maybe they're already booked on this day. I mean, a lot of the events that I used to get, not too much anymore, but what I used to get were referrals from other DJs. Hey, I'm already booked on this day. Do you want to go out? That kind of thing. Maybe the DJ that you meet has a multi-op and he needs a DJ. And so then he can then train you, bring you up to speed, and then you are now connected with him, and now you get experience, and experience is important. Or maybe you will become a multi-op in the near future, and you need somebody for your team. You can connect with the DJ who's doing a good job, and you can just polish them off a little bit, make them even just a little bit better, meet your company standards. Now you have an awesome DJ. So even though, you know, we know what networking is for business professionals and everything, it's important for DJs as well. If you can make a relationship with a bunch of different DJs, you will be more successful, and I guarantee it. My name's Tanner James. This was the Peak Period Podcast. I really appreciate you listening. This was episode 33, so that means that we have 32 other episodes for you to check out. I have hundreds of videos on YouTube. I have hundreds of social media posts. If you want help, if you want anything, if you want to grow your business, I want to help you. If you want to book more gigs, if you want to become a better DJ, I want to help you. Go hit any of the accounts and you'll get a ton of information. DJ TJ Training, Facebook.com/DJ Training, Instagram.com/DJ TJ Training, YouTube.com/Tanner James. What else is there? I guess that's really it. Hit me on there and you will not be sad. Look, I give you so much content on there that you're basically gonna want to give me money because the content I give you is going to be so helpful. So definitely go check that out, and I will be back next week. Thank you for checking out the podcast.